The Masked Singer, footballer Teddy Sheringham is revealed to be Tree, as viewers are left bamboozled by former England star's appearance on the show. Teddy Sheringham was unveiled as mystery singer Tree on Saturday's episode of The Masked Singer. The former England footballer, 53, was made to reveal his identity after judges Davina McCall, Rita Ora, Jonathan Ross, and Ken Jeong put him in the bottom two alongside Octopus. He left both viewers and the panel bamboozled by his appearance on the show, as none of them guessed correctly. Speaking after his identity was revealed, Teddy said, "I thought my best shot was a little bit better than what I performed. I've had sleepless nights trying to remember these words. Me and my wife have been going over it together all the time." While best known as the 11th highest goal scorer in the history of the English Premier League, Teddy showcased a new vocal talent as he belted out Will Young's 2002 hit Evergreen and Lovely Day by Bill Withers. The England star began his career with Millwall before becoming one of his country's top strikers, playing in 51 internationals, and continued playing professionally until he was 42. He turned to management after retiring, but was sacked as boss of Stevenage FC when he failed to win promotion from League Two. In the past, Teddy dated several younger women including models Katie Price and Danielle Lloyd, and had a son, now 30, with Denise Sims. However, the star settled down with Christina Andreotti, a PR worker from Nottingham, in 2007, and 2 years later she moved into his Essex mansion. Before he performed, Teddy stood in front of a football goal during his VT and said he'd had to deal with tough fans in the past. Going on to talk about his teammates, Teddy said, "I might stand solo but I'm part of a forest. It's nice to know there's someone who's got your back and I've got theirs." Jonathan claimed that he must have been either David Seaman or John Terry, while Rita was convinced that he was Peter Crouch. Davina wasn't as convinced as she suggested that Tree was Jamie Redknapp, but Ken was determined to prove them all wrong. He felt that Tree was Peter Shilton, as he referred to his hand of God moment during the 1986 World Cup in Mexico. The clues to his identity, and one lie, was that his biggest regret is not catching a ball, that Kevin Keegan once called my playing style wooden, and that people always want to speak to me about one particular moment. After Teddy revealed his identity, fans took to Twitter to express their dismay as they were shocked that he had been Tree. One viewer wrote, "All those clues and no one twigged the Tree was Teddy Sheringham." While another said that their mind is actually blown by that reveal. Another fan of the show jokingly wrote, "Every time they reveal who is behind the mask and the judges plus every single people in the UK are like, who?" Octopus opened the show, with a rendition of Bobby Darin's Splish Splash while posing inside a bubble bath. Before her resounding performance, she gave hints as to her identity by referring to still learning but not being an apprentice, while she said she made a £1 million record-breaking deal, as a picture of Jason Donovan was visible. Jonathan told the contestant, "What a great performance, you got the party started. Hard to know who's in there though, but good voice, strong voice." He then went on to guess that Octopus was either Kylie or Danny Minogue, or Holly Valance, as he focused on her link to Neighbours. Rita decided to go with her gut by suggesting that she was Kylie, while Davina felt that she was Tyra Banks given she had been on The Apprentice. Ken went one step further into the fashion world, as he felt that octopuses are married to seals, so that meant she would be Heidi Klum. Going on to give 2 lies and 1 truth to the panel to hint at her identity, Octopus claimed that she was discovered on a cruise ship, used an accent coach to prepare for this show, and made her first million in the cosmetics industry. After hearing this, Jonathan claimed that he would change his guess and suggested that Octopus was in fact Holly Willoughby. Daisy went up next and performed a soulful rendition of George Michael's I Can't Make You Love Me. She hinted that food was a huge part of her life and had spent a lot of time cooking when she was growing up, while she also claimed she had trained in a prestigious school for cooking. Rita gave her first guess, as she suggested that Daisy was milkshake hitmaker Kellis, while Jonathan felt that it was Mary J. Blige. Ken claimed that Daisy must be Kate Hudson, but after getting hints that Daisy was in an Australian hellhole, Davina was certain that she was Fleur East. Monster went up next to perform Elvis Presley's I Can't Help Falling in Love with You, after claiming he had a love for rock and roll as a child, and was inspired by glam rock. Despite the hints, Davina was still convinced that Monster was CeeLo Green, while Jonathan also seconded that sentiment, or that he was Noel Fielding. Rita claimed that he might be Nile Rodgers given his link to bass guitars, but it was Ken who opted for the most left-field answer as he guessed that he was Jack Black. The hints were as follows: I have an identical twin, I had a monster hit with Calvin Harris, and I am CeeLo Green. Fox was the final person to perform on stage, and she wowed with her rendition of Donna Summers on the radio. The contestant hinted at her past as a dancer, while she also said she had been in America and breaking records. Rita suggested that Fox's clear experience as a singer and a dancer that she was pop singer Kim Wilde. Jonathan claimed that she could be Arlene Phillips, while Davina felt that she must have been a musical theater actor and so must be Tamsin Outhwaite. Ken, once again, went full out with his guess, as he suggested that Fox was in fact Catherine Zeta-Jones. Her two truths and one lie hints said she had an award-winning body, she had been on tour with the Rolling Stones, and that she was one of the first stars of reality TV.